Hello and welcome back to Vintage Story. Today is the day where we finally move on to the Copper Age. But first, I need to cut down a lot of trees and convert it into firewood so I can process all of my copper ingots and smelt them into molds. And speaking of molds, I need to turn my clay into molds and harden them in pit kilns, which is another reason I need all this firewood. I am recording this on the day the previous video was released? What are those? Hold on, whoa! What is that thing? That's a spider! That is, okay, that's really freaky. But what I was trying to say was, I'm recording this on the day that the previous video went public, and the feedback I've received is overwhelmingly telling me that I should settle in a prairie and not in the forest. So after a little bit of exploring, I found this area. Now, it's not very clear what we're looking at because it's raining, but I did fly around a little bit in a creative duplicate of this world seed, and this area is beautiful. Both of these mountains are snow-capped. We have the beautiful archway with giant spiders falling off of the walls. There's a bit of forest right here, so there may still be some risk of predators spawning and coming after me. I mean, look, there's a wolf right there, and there's pigs everywhere. But yeah, I think this ought to be where I settle. So I could use my brown clay, but I'd rather not waste it. I'd rather save that for bricks and other such things. So I think what we should do is find the blue clay that I found in the previous video. Oh, it's way over there though. Let's just explore a little bit. I think the best use of our time right now might just be to collect more information on the landscape around us and explore. I just realized I could build a raft. If I find my rope, how do I make rope? Alright, ropes. And now we have a raft. That there is a wolf and a rift. That's a lot of problems I don't want to get close to. What is that? Oh, it's a seashell. Huh. Let's investigate this terrain a little bit. What have we here? Ooh, I see a fruit tree over there. Oh, I see a couple fruit trees. One of the mistakes I made in the previous video is I chopped down the root like a fool when I should have taken the top off and left the bottom behind. Because if this one doesn't propagate, at least this one is still alive and I can come back and try again when it grows again. So I'll take the top off of that one, take the top off of a branch, stem. Oh, am I only supposed to take the branches? Now let me take the branches. Red apples and yellow apples. Is that shale? Yes, this is shale. I want shale for my house, so I'm going to mark this spot. What is this? Oh, it's peat. I got excited for a second. I thought it might have been high fertility soil. Well, that's disappointing. Now, I see something interesting here. Multiple rock types happening. I see some igneous in the base. This looks like andesite. Yep, andesite. And that looks like granite, if I can get a closer look. Yep, that's definitely granite. And this is shale. But anyway, hello, look at this construction. This is acacia. This is why I love acacia. Hello, luxuries trader. Anything to trade, Horace? What the? Gold? Wow, he's going to give me 4 gears for that? That doesn't seem like it's worth it at all. Okay, you have nothing of interest, my dude. Oh, more ruins. These are much more detailed and oh yes, this is what I've been looking for. Stone tools. Oh man, well that's kind of a waste. What is this? Ah, smelt seeds. Wonderful. What about this one? This one's a building. Can I go in here? Huh, well, there's nothing to see here. Nothing inside. Aha. And we found cattails and feathers. I mean, those are all useful, but not particularly exciting. Oh, here we go. What's this? More feathers and flax fibers. Very nice. And where does this go? What the? There we go. Rubble. A ruined lantern. Oh, and a vessel right here. With pumpkin seeds. And where does this go? Seems like it just keeps going on, doesn't it? Let me down. If I can work my way down here. What is this? A metal barrel? Let me through! Ugh. What's in this? Rye grain. Well, this is really cool, but there's not a whole lot of useful stuff down here, unfortunately. Anyway, let's head out. Well, that was interesting. Terra Preta. Whoa, where? Where? I think I found something. Yes! This has to be... Hold on, drop that. One of the most valuable things we could have possibly found out here. This is rare. I've never seen this in the wild before. Oh, there's a lot of it. Yo! Yes! More fun stuff. Let me take that out of my inventory. There's a few more things to look at, so let me find that bony soil and dig through it again to see if there's anything valuable under it. Oh, yep, there is. Nice. Oh, and look at that. Blue clay. Oh, another vessel. With stone tools. Wonderful. My inventory is completely full. I should probably head home. Well, despite not finding what we were looking for, this trip has been exceptionally useful. We found Terra Preta. We found some seeds. We located shale so I can come back for the materials when I want to build. This is what the cobblestone looks like. Look at how pretty this is. Nice and dark. We also located some fruit trees that we took clippings from. Let's head home and unload some of our stuff. Look at that night sky. Isn't that a beautiful sight? Too bad the clouds are ruining it. And we've returned to the rain. What was that? Whoa! Loose meteoric... How do you say that? Meteoritic. Loose meteoric iron pieces. Let's mark this on the map, because this will be incredibly important. Meteoritic iron. Alright, who are you? Is this the same guy as before? Luxuries trader. Oh, it's a different one. This guy is selling not much in the way of usefulness. But if you don't mind me, I'm just gonna sleep in your bed. Luxury trader. Now I am about to starve to death. And why are there drifters everywhere? This is a bad situation. Whoa! Hey! Hey! Where'd you come from? Why are you throwing stuff at me? Whoa! I wonder if I can just cheese him through the fence. You're not getting away so easy. Gotcha. Let's cover my spears. That just flew over your head. There we go. Okay, maybe the rift activity... Okay, it says medium. I am starving. Time to eat. Oh, thank goodness. I am so hungry. Okay, let's loot these guys and see what they have. This guy has nothing. This one has... Yes! A temporal gear. That is exactly what I was hoping for. That will allow me to set my spawn, so if I die, I don't get hopelessly lost. What are these? Ooh, flax! Flax is extremely important. And this is safe. Okay, so I'll mark the location for the almond mushrooms. Flax is one of the more important resources we need to collect a lot of, because that's, I think that's how we get a lot of cloth. And hello, blue clay. This is kind of what I was out here looking for, but this is really far from home, and I don't have inventory space for it anyway, but I might as well mark it. Whoa, hello. Here we go. Red clay. I think red clay is what I wanted to use for my roof when I eventually build my house, and it's under the surface. Interesting. So let me mark the location for this. Red clay. Yes. Okay, well now at least I've identified a source of every kind of clay except for fire clay. And as I understand, based on the mod description, fire clay is the least common of the hello wolf. So we're getting closer to home. I think this is the lake that I was boating on, where I completely forgot about my boat, or my raft. I abandoned it somewhere. Okay, we have successfully made it back. My house, or rather, my roofless dirt hut, is just over there somewhere. Now this Terra Preta is much too valuable to start using, because if I turn it into farmland, I don't think it drops when I break it. So I'm going to save that for when I eventually move over to the other side. Uh-oh, what is this? Whoa! We have a huge amount of bushmeat that I forgot about. It's almost completely spoiled. Is this going to make me sick if I eat it? Possibly? It doesn't appear to be a problem. But it is filling up my hunger bar, so I guess I'll just, yuck! Eat it anyway. That is disgusting. Okay, I really need a reliable source of blue clay that's closer to my house so I can start forming pottery without wasting my brown clay. Oh hey, there's ruins out here in the water! Are there any vessels submerged in the water as well? Not as far as I can see. What about underground? Doesn't look like it. Well, that's a shame. What about over here? Anything hiding under the surface? Doesn't look like it. Whoa! That's a bear. I don't think he saw me. I think it's going for the chicken. Watch this. Oh, that poor chicken. Ah, clear weather. Finally. Another seashell. A conch shell. I wonder if I can blow it. Nope, that's a shame. Oh, here we go. Here we don't go. That's peat. I thought it was clay for a second. Oh, here we go. Fire clay. Yes, this is one of the more important kinds of clay we need because this is required to process steel, if I remember correctly, and iron. So let's go ahead and grab some of this and bring it home with us. Now I could mark it in the map, but I think I'm just going to take all of it. So I'm trying to find blue clay that isn't super far away from my house. Oh hey, look at this. Blue clay. Wonderful. And we're not too terribly far. Okay, yeah, we're pretty far. But whatever, let's just collect it. And what is this? There is copper here too. Nice. Well, I'm going to, wait, where am I? Oh, here I am. Let's mark this copper. And then also we'll mark this as blue clay because there's far too much for me to carry all of it back in one go. Okay, so this is more than plenty because I just remembered that I don't actually have enough inventory space back home probably to contain all this. And home safe. I should probably go through all of my bony soil off camera as well and see if I can get some gemstones to trade with those treasure hunters or with the artisan trader. Alright, let's sit on our bed and let's begin sculpting some pottery. Lots of options. Let's start with a crucible because that's probably what we need most right now. Now I can repeat that with the duplicate layer. This makes it so much faster. And then cover it. Oh, my bad. Right there. There we go. We have a crucible. Let's grab a cooking pot. And with that, that is done. Okay, I think these two can share a kiln because they both take a quarter spot. We need something else to fill the rest of it. Maybe a water jug. Alright, there's our water jug. We need one more small item that might fit into a kiln with the rest of this. Might as well be a flower pot, why not? Now that's done. Alright, so now we have 4 small items that I think will fit in one pit kiln together. Now, we need some larger stuff. Like we need molds, and we need storage vessels. We need a lot of stuff. So let's, oh, we also need ingot molds. So let's craft a couple of those. Alright, now we need molds. So let's grab a pickaxe mold. And there is our pickaxe mold, so we'll take that. We also need a hammer mold, so let's grab the... where is it? Here it is. Hammer mold. Hammer mold is done. Let's just, while we're here, create all of the other molds we will need, such as the axe, the shovel, the falx blade, which I think is a kind of specialized sword designed for killing unholy creatures like drifters. And we'll definitely need that, especially as we start mining. We'll need it for self-defense. There we go, axe mold done. Now for that sword mold I was talking about, the falx blade. And I ran out of clay. Give me that. See how it's like, it's got teeth in it. Specialized for killing unholy creatures. I almost forgot we need a prospecting pick mold. This will be incredibly important when we're looking for ores that don't leave nuggets on the surface indicating where they are. Okay, give me that mold. I know there's other things we need. Let me see. Now we also need storage vessels, so let's craft a few of those. This is one where you have to know how to access the different modes, because if you try to make this one by one, it is so painstakingly slow. And with that, I think this one is done, so we'll take... okay, give me that. Man, we're going to have so many pit kilns. I hope I have enough sticks. Man, we're actually running out of clay. I'm glad I grabbed so much. Uh-oh. I am starving, and I don't think I have any food. Oh yeah, I have food here. Delicious red meat. And now, with the second storage vessel done, we are ready to go start some pit kilns. I need grass too, I forgot. I need a lot of grass for this. Okay, pit there, pit there. Alright, let's start with the storage vessels. Get these out of my inventory. Then now, moment of truth, can I put these small items in the same pit? Yes, I can. I was worried that they wouldn't all fit. So that's really good. So we can consolidate all of these essential bits of pottery into one pit, which is really good for saving resources. So we'll put our molds in there. More molds in these ones. Oh, this is going to bug me. They're not even. Okay, I want one more mold. Hold on. We definitely need an anvil mold. Once we get enough copper, we can create an anvil, which will be a major step towards getting into the Bronze Age, where we have to start forging things instead of just casting them into molds. And then the Iron Age, and then the Steel Age. And with that, this mold is done. Yes. Let's chuck our clay, go place this in our pit kiln. Oh, and the rain stopped. I may not even have to cover these, because if rain gets on these, then they stop working. But to be safe, I'll probably cover them. Alright, I don't have enough materials to run all of these, but just to demonstrate how this works, let's start with this one, because this one is the most important. First we start with grass, then we fill it with sticks, then I fill it with firewood. There we go, and with that, I set it on fire. There we go. Now this will burn down for a day or so, and when it's done, we will have hardened clay stuff. So let's cover this up with some dirt. Whoops, not like that. What the? There's copper here! Right outside my house, I didn't realize. Well, let's mark this spot. Alright, all of our pit kilns are underway. Next step towards progressing towards the Copper Age is we need to get charcoal. So what we need to do for that is I already have a lot of wood. We need to dig a pit and then start a fire on top of the pit and then cover it so it's airtight. And that will kind of smolder underground, and eventually when it's done, I will be able to pull out a bunch of charcoal. So let's dig a space underground, maybe just right here, and we're going to fill the whole space with firewood. There can't be any air gaps. If there's any air gaps, then it won't work. The whole thing will just burn up and be completely wasted. So you have to be really careful when you do this, that you make sure there are no gaps. With this, I think that is it. Now we build a fireplace. We build a fire on top of this. So start with that, and then we set it on fire. And once it's on fire, oh, I only have a couple seconds to cover it. Let's cover it with this. And now, as we see this black smoke slowly coming out, the charcoal pit is successfully burning. So we have our pit kilns, we have our charcoal on the way, we are set. Now, while we wait for those, I think I am going to do some panning off camera and go through all that bony soil and see what we have. So, see you in a minute. That there is a beautiful sunrise. Wow. Anyway, I went through some, not all, but some of the bony soil and some gravel, and here's what I got. I got 2 more lore books that I haven't opened yet, a gear, some bones, a candle, and some other miscellaneous junk. I got lucky and found a spearhead, so I'll be able to make a new spear. But yeah, let's see what's in these books. This is the aged lore book, Brick Red. Okay. Lore Return, Part 2 of 2. Okay, so there's letters, and now we're in Return. I woke up in the dark. Everything dark. Everything painful. Every breath in agony. Waiting changed nothing. I started crawling. I couldn't keep track of how long. Weeks? Months, maybe. All the tunnels had changed. Not that I could remember the way up anymore. I'd feel my way forward, finding dead end after dead end, digging with my hands when I could, hearing other things down there with me. Eventually I found my way out. Everything changed. Green again. Brown and red and blue again. Life returned. I could finally look at myself. Everything still hurt. I was broken. Flesh half gone, joints missing, no leg, I can't remember what happened after the black sick reached my head. It took me many years to regain my focus. Around me, humanity started to adapt and flourish again. Unaware of their danger, I have set myself to work these past centuries. Wait, you're still around? Though I am no scholar, no alchemist, my mind is strong. I have deciphered and learned much of what Jonas and the others already knew. I intend to use that knowledge shortly to turn the tide. Perhaps that is why I now reminisce on those dark, painful years after the awakening. May this endeavor be more gentle for you, my friends. Okay then, well, there's that one. And what about this one? Cherry Red. Diet of Kings Part 1 of 1. Okay. Master Jonas Falx, please come forth. Falx? Isn't that the kind of blade I was talking about before? Hold on. Falx blade? Yeah, this is a Falx. So is that like a sword named after him? The lords and ladies rose when he entered the room. Even the kings gave him small gestures of welcome. He walked to the center of the court, his attendant behind him bearing a great collection of drafts. My lords, as I'm sure you are now aware of, we face a nightmarish threat. This disease, or plague as it has been called, is not overly complex. Neither is it beyond our vision. It is, quite simply, desolation made manifest. Here his attendant began laying out a number of medical diagrams upon the floor. Master Falx issued from one parchment to the next, gesturing as he went. It rots the body in its entirety. It begins externally with numbness and darkened skin. Proceeding further into the ligaments, the victim may lose control of entire limbs. Eventually, the flesh sloughs off in small heaps. By this time, the victim has likely entered a cataleptic state. This may as well be a blessing for them. The rot will have overtaken their eyes and ears now, depriving them of their senses. Arriving at the last parchment, he paused and gazed upon it. Many of the gathered assembly also leaned forward to see the image more clearly. From the scribe's desk, it appeared only to be a drooping mass of charcoal smearings. This is all that remains of the poor souls. In its final stages, the rot consumes the mind and body whole, leaving nothing left of distinction. Here His Majesty, the King of Undland, interjected. Is there truly no method of treating this malady? What preventions are available to us? No preventions, Your Grace, save total isolation from the populace. Even such a drastic method as that will only last until the food supply is infected. As for treatments, I have found none. Perhaps some of my betters from the Academy have made progress, but judging by their silence, I think not. He paused again here and cleared his throat. It is a certain death. However, I stand here now to... Oh, it cuts off. Okay, so that's a Diet of Kings. To offer you a better fate. Okay, so it just didn't fit on the page for some reason. I had to open it here instead of just right-clicking the book. Okay. Alright, let's check on our... Oh, yes, they're done! Oh, but the charcoal's not done. Well, I have coal that I found in storage vessels, so I guess I could just use that. Until I get a permanent residence sorted out, this is, I think, where I'm going to process my metal. So let's lay down all of our molds. We have all this pottery. We have storage vessels. I might as well chuck these inside and start using them for storage. Okay, now I'll grab my copper, and I'll grab my coal. And it looks like I'm hungry again, so I need to, I gotta find something to eat. Holy oak tree, this thing is enormous. And it's also covered in mushrooms, which is convenient because I am starving to death. Alright, don't mind if I do. Got some dryad saddles and some chicken of the woods. That reminds me, something I can do now is I can cook meals in the pot that I made. So let me not waste vegetables anymore by just eating them. I can actually make proper meals now. Oh, a piggy! Yikes! One thing I forgot to make that I just realized is bowls, because I can't actually eat my meals without bowls, but we're gonna do that in a minute. First, we're going to start smelting our stuff. There we go. So now we have a fire. Let me grab my crucible. Place that on. Now we have 4 slots to place metal. Now I want 40 on here. So let's first of all separate this. Here we go. 40. That'll be 2 tools worth of copper. So that'll be enough for our pickaxe, and enough for probably our hammer might be most important. Now we just have to wait for this to melt. Although, this firewood's not going to be hot enough to actually do the job, so I'm going to swap that out now for coal. So as soon as this firewood goes out, the coal will kick in. Okay, there we go. 4 bowls. And now our bowls are on the way. Now, just to be safe, I'm going to cover the top of that so if it starts raining, it doesn't get wet. Alright, how are we doing here? Oh, it's ready. Yes. So I will take this now, and let us fill our first pickaxe mold. There we go. And now for the hammer mold. Yes. The hammer mold is important because I need it to break apart the chunks of raw copper that I mine with the pickaxe. It breaks them into nuggets which I can then smelt. So now I just wait for those. And in the meantime, let's cook some food. If I place my pot here, now I can make some kind of stew. Where's my mushrooms? There we go. 2 servings of red meat stew with boiled dryad saddle. And then when that kiln is done, and when this meal is done, we will have proper food. Looks like our garden is coming along nicely. Except for our turnips. Our turnips appear to be cold weather plants. Growth stunted due to heat, will only yield 50% of produce. Well, that sucks. They are almost done. Step 4 out of 5. So perhaps we'll plant these towards the end of fall as winter comes. But then our flax and our spelt are doing good. No issues here. Moisture's at 75% because it's not raining anymore. Ah, yes, this is done. Wonderful. It looks like I don't take damage carrying this, even though it's probably hot. So let me put this inside. And it looks like this has finished. Yes. So let's uncover it, and oh yeah, look at that. We are done. And were there gaps in here? What happened? Huh. Well, I mean, at least we got the charcoal out of it. I'm not sure why these gaps are here. I could have sworn I filled those. But at least it didn't cause us to waste this whole thing. And with that, we should have plenty of charcoal for a while. Assuming we manage our resources well. That reminds me, I don't think I extinguished my fire. Oh no, I'm wasting my coal. No wasting, please. Let me take this off. There we go. Yeah, we don't want to waste that. Okay, if I take this, and I take this, they are pretty hot. So I'm going to chuck them into the water. Oh, I love, love, love the details in this game. Listen to that hiss. Yes. And now we are officially... I was hoping that would work. No bones. We are officially in the Copper Age. We have made some huge progress. Okay. We have a copper hammer and a copper pickaxe. This will allow us to break stone blocks, including blocks containing more ores. It is June 3rd. But in this game, the months are, if I understand, only 9 days long, or 8 days long, so it's basically summer now. That's why it's still daylight. Oh, look at that nebula. That's why it is still daylight, despite it being just past 9 o'clock. So I'm going to sleep, even though we're going to wake up around maybe 4 or 5 in the morning, but it will be daylight. And here we are. What time is it? 5:19 in the morning. Bright and early. Alright, today is a good day. Today, we're going to go tackle some of that copper I found on my map, some of the near stuff, like right here, just ahead of us. This is a big moment. This is the first time we're able to break rock. Yes! Big progress today. Copper ore. This is poor quality. That means that per chunk that we get, like this, it only has 15 units. So that's the equivalent of 3 nuggets, if I'm not mistaken. So this, 7 of these chunks, we have to break this with our hammer. That's why the hammer was important. We have to break this with a hammer, and that'll give us 21 nuggets, which is enough to make 1 tool. So we have a lot of work to do. I don't even know if there's more of it, because we don't have a prospecting pick. Let's dig around a little bit and see if there's a little bit more hiding under the... Yep, a little more hiding under the surface. And then we'll move on to some of the other locations we marked that potentially have copper, collect as much as we can, and then return and cast it into more tools. Also, if you notice, as I break these bits of stone, they don't drop into solid stone blocks or into cobblestone, hello, but they drop into rocks, which I guess makes sense. Now, the way to get cobblestone in this game is to take these rocks and use clay as a kind of mortar. So if you just want to be fast and creative, then Minecraft is your game, but there's a lot more work that goes into it in this game. Alright, let's go back to the surface. Let's chuck all of our metal in here to free up our inventory, and go to the map where we had some of our other spots. I'm going to leave this here for now until I'm certain that I've completely cleaned it out after I get a prospecting pick. Now we have a spot over here that we found that has copper, and we have 2 spots over here by the artisan trader. So we'll head that direction first because there's a higher concentration of stuff there. Though honestly, I'm kind of feeling I want to maybe cast one more tool, a prospecting pick, to make this more efficient so I don't have to go back again. So I'll take this, put this in my crafting grid. There we go. Now we have 20 again. That is what we need to get one more tool. There we go. So that'll take a minute, and when it's done, we'll be able to cast it into the prospecting pick. Man, I love this detail. Look how the nuggets actually change color as they heat up. This is so cool. There we go. So that'll take a moment to cool off. Oh, and give me that charcoal. No wasting. Alright, this is cooled off, so I can take that and craft it into a prospecting pick. Alright, now we are ready to embark on a quest to find more, to find more copper. So let's head this way because that's where the most of it appears to be. Whoa, wait a minute. Hey! I think I found the trader I lost track of all that time ago. It totally is! It's him! The treasure hunter! Hey! Well, look buddy, I got lost, and I'm afraid I don't have anything you want anymore. It looks like you reset your trades. I can't believe I actually found him again. Oh snap, I almost fell in there. Holy. Oh, what's that? I think that, whoa! Whoops. Somehow I took no damage just then. But this looks to be ruins. What is this? A translocator? Whoa! I need metal parts? I think I have metal parts. I need 2 of them to repair it. I might be able to turn this thing on. I don't know where it'll send me, but, well, that's really cool. So let me, I'm gonna mark the location of this. There we go. Not gonna lose track of that. Oh, here's copper. Well, this saves us the trouble. This isn't the place I was looking for, but it is a place. Oh boy. That almost crushed me. So far, I don't see anything. And I hear a rift. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Yeah, I can hear that rift. That's making me nervous. So far, nothing. I'm about to break my shovel, too. You know what? That rift is going to spawn drifters because it's getting dark. So I'm going to save this location and just come back to it because we need to go to the trader and sleep. Oh yeah, current rift activity high. Oh, there's another one there. There he is. Okay. And there's a rift there, so we'll probably be met with drifters in the morning. Alright, it is 6 a.m. Thank you for their service. And the rift has disappeared. That's a good sign. Actually, before I start digging, I don't want to waste all of these items I have, but I do need to clear up my inventory, so I'm going to commandeer your storage space, my friend, and just chuck some of this junk in here. And now with my inventory mostly cleared up, I can start digging. If I recall, we found, yep, it was right about here. Yeah, right under me. This is where we found those nuggets in the previous video, so let's dig down. This one is also poor quality. Well, that sucks. Oh well. So much copper just under the surface. Look at this. Oh, what's this? Oh, we have quartz here too. Cool. I need bronze to break quartz, so I can't actually break that with my copper pickaxe. Not good enough yet. And I think this is the last one. There we go. Just to double check, I'm using my prospecting pick to make sure I didn't miss any. So let's see what we get. Quartz, large amounts. And it doesn't say anything about copper. I guess that's it. Alright, so this vein of copper is done. So I can delete this. Wonderful. And I think this is the spot where we found copper before. Oh, there we go. Right there. There is so much copper here. Look at all this. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Hello. That came in. Hit me. What is this? Oh, there's coal here. I can actually break that. Well, let's play with that in a second. Let me get the rest of this copper first. All right, I think that's all of it. Now we have exactly 1 stack of copper. That's kind of weird. Plus this chunk of this crystallized chunk that has 30 units of copper in it. Now let's investigate this here, this coal. So I'm gonna chuck this. Oh, that is such a cool effect. Nice. Brown coal. How is that different from other kinds of coal? Okay, it burns at 1100 degrees. I think that's enough to smelt copper. Man, I'm really chewing up this pickaxe. It just keeps on going, my goodness. I think I should go grab my torch before it despawns. So let's grab that. Let's actually, let's explore a little bit just to make sure there's oh, what is this? Is this another translocator? Yo, this is really lucky. Okay, well let me mark the location for this. We are, let me zoom in so this is as precise as we can get it. Translocator. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know what all this is. I don't see any actual usable treasure other than the broken translocator, but supposedly we can fix that. Does this work? The rune ladder still works. We can fix that and use it to get around or to teleport over here, if I understand correctly. But the truth is I really don't know much about translocators or how they work because I haven't progressed that far into the game before. Andesite. I really shouldn't be going down here. This is dangerous. I know the drifters can spawn down here. Oh, look at that, a drifter. Ow! Stop throwing stuff at me. This one looks a little more serious than what I'm used to. Ouch. Okay, got him. Yeah, what is this? A deep drifter. So deep drifters are more powerful than surface drifters, and he gave me nothing. Oh snap! That's another one. I need to get out. I need to get out. I need to get out. Okay, he can't reach me. He can only throw things at me. Yeah, we shouldn't have gone down there, but we survived. We're okay. If I were to brave those drifters, I wonder what I could find down there. But I don't have my Falx blade, and I only have, what is this, 2 spears? No, I have 3 spears. Okay, one of them's almost broken though, and it's made of flint. So basically 2 copper spears. That's probably not enough to take on a bunch of deep drifters because they're more powerful than surface drifters. I have no armor, and I'm already half empty on health, so yep, not gonna mess with that. I'm curious, I want to compare this to charcoal. So if we search for coal, we get all the different types here. Black coal burns at 1200, brown coal burns at 1100, and charcoal burns at 1300. Hey! So charcoal's actually better than these. Huh. Well, I mean, I'll harvest it anyway. At least it's a fuel source. I don't know if it's actually hot enough to melt copper. I can look it up. What am I doing? Nugget of native copper requires... Oh, good. This stuff is barely hot enough to melt it, so this will work great. That's a detail that I really like. Not only are there multiple kinds of coal, but they perform differently at different temperatures. What the heck? It just keeps going! There's no end to it. You know what? I'm gonna get a stack. I don't need all of this, but I can mark it on my map and come back for it if I need more of it. So what is that? 60? 4 more. There we go. 64 brown coal. A full stack. I'll take my stuff back. Actually, what trades do you have? Anything updated? Hey, come back! Where would you walk away for? You want beeswax, lapis lazuli, emerald, a rough peridot? That's actually the one I have. That is so tempting. And you've reset your low potential diamond and you want... you're gonna give me 9 gears for it? Yo! I'm gonna come back with my diamond and my peridot and get all kinds of gears and possibly buy more storage vessels. We are awake. Okay. So, I was going to go back to the trader with one of my diamonds, and where is it? This peridot, and get more stuff. But first I have to unload this massive haul we have. Also, I just remembered that my pit kiln should be done, so I can grab my bowls and eat some of the stew I made. I'll take those. I'll take a bite of that. No, don't drop it. Eat it. There we go. Look at that! Massive increase to our hunger bar. So I think what I'll do now is maybe drop some of these extra ones that I don't need, and I'll take that. And I'll take some of that with me for the road, like a packed lunch. Now I have all this meat that's going to... Oh, it's already spoiling. Shoot. I have to cook it. Oh, and this one is almost completely spoiled. Yikes. I gotta cook all this. Alright, 1 low potential diamond and 1 peridot is what I need to go trade again. So let's head out and go back to the trader and get more gears. Okay, Mr. Trader Man, I am back with good stuff. I have, did you change your trades? I have a rough diamond. Oh no, he changed his trades! No! Okay, he still wants the low potential peridot. I did grab it, right? There we go, give me that. And did you change your diamond trade? Now he doesn't want it. Darn it! Okay, well I got 7 gears at least. Are any of these 7? Ooh, this one is 6. I'll take that, thank you kindly. The rain style vessel. Delivery of new goods in 6 days. Well, that's weird. How does... Huh, okay. So this here could potentially be a pretty place to live, especially with the giant lake here. I haven't decided. I kind of like the area with the archway, but maybe let me know in the comments, where should I move to in the next episode? This field that we see right here with a big panorama and that one mountain across the water, or the other spot where we have the 2 mountains and that little archway. Alright, let's break in our newly acquired brown coal and start this process. Let's place our crucible on the fire. And how much? 900 units, my goodness. So to get an anvil, I need 900 units of copper. And I need an anvil to forge things other than what fits in these molds. So let's do some quick math. 274 times 5. Okay, yeah, we have plenty to fill this anvil with. So let's set this ablaze. Oh, I didn't put fuel on it. What am I doing? We didn't put fuel on it. There we go. I'm actually going to take some of that back. I don't want to waste any extra. But this will take a while to heat up because there is so much of it. Yeah, 1,370. Let me actually take some of this back. There we go, 1,300. How much does this need? 900. So we'll get the anvil plus 4 molds, or maybe a couple of ingots. So mold, 2 ingots, and 2 molds. While we wait on that, let's pan. Oh, nice! A low potential peridot right off the bat. Nice. And a rusty gear. I'm only 3 items in. I am rocking this. Whoa. With luck like this, I'll be rich in no time. Oh, another book. Cherry red. It's the same color as one of the ones we already have. Does that mean it's going to have the same contents, or are the contents randomized? Look at the night sky. My goodness. There's like a galaxy there, and nebula clouds. This game is absolutely stunning. Alright, I've gone through a few of my blocks of bony soil, and I acquired some arrowheads, another book, a peridot, and a gear. So some pretty good stuff. This is probably done. Oh yeah, just about. Let me grab my tongs. Let me actually sleep the night away so I can do this in daylight. And it's morning, and I am starving, so I should probably eat this. Okay. And now, let's grab our crucible off the fire and pour it into our anvil mold. What's going on here? Why isn't this... Huh? Oh, it's solidified. Oh no! Maybe I shouldn't have slept. Ah, crap. Okay, time to pan some more, I guess. Look at those god rays shining through that grass. That is so cool. Ooh, another emerald. Low potential, but that's still really valuable. I can get a lot of gems for that. Another book. Dark Gray. Man, this stuff is loaded with all kinds of good stuff. We'll have to read those in the next episode. So I think this is hot enough that I can... Oh, yes. Pour the whole thing in. And this is taking a while. It is a lot of copper, though. And there we go! Our anvil has been casted. Now I have 400 units left, so I want 2 ingots. Then I want another pickaxe, because the one I currently have is about to break. And I want an axe head. I just realized from looking at my molds, I don't think I ever created a shovel mold. Whoops, we'll have to do that off camera. But anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This has been incredible fun. We have made all kinds of progress. We located a lot more resources out in the wilderness, and we have successfully progressed to the Copper Age. So if you want to see what we do in the next episode, be sure to like, subscribe, comment below any suggestions or corrections, and I will see you in the next video. So long everyone.